Hello and welcome to Feelz Right Quiz Night.
What a delight.
I am your host, the Quizzard.
And I'm Mr. Jeffords.
And we are here for some serious fun on a Mon. Can't wait to get it started. Let's just get this Monday started with a nice sip of gin from this mammoth overflowing glass. All right.
So smooth.
It really is. It has this wonderful mouth-coating, almost a Nice subtle drone note. The Green Hook Ginsmiths, made here in Brooklyn, New York. Look for this at your local liquor shop. All right, hello everyone. Welcome from our living room to yours. A big hello to our contestants here playing in the Zoom room. As it happens, we do not have any stream queens watching on Twitch tonight. We could not get our live stream to function. So
can you imagine?
Anyone out there who is attempting to live stream the show right now are sorely disappointed. And so it's just us tonight.
Special,
it's just family tonight.
Intimate.
And we're going to love it. Okay, so let's get, well, before we do anything, we have to bring Alex, St. Alex into the fold. Okay, get him going. Alex, please guide us. We love you, and you're just such a babe. All right, so let's talk about points from last week before we get into the game, shall we? It's week 5, by the way. Congratulations for making it this far. The penultimate Feelz Right Quiz Night. We've made it this far. Let's soldier forward, and let's find out from Mr. Jeffords about points from last week.
Well, first things first, I do just want to say I'm going to go ahead and give a bonus point to someone who they might know who they were because they were here in this room first. They were jamming to the theme song. They were all alone, but they were still just jamming, and I really loved it. And that team is Tired Wine Drunk Parents. Really nice. Love to see it. Thanks for the support. The rest of you, as for last week, how'd you do? How'd you do? I think you know or you don't know. Oh, I do want to say I was quite generous with the grading in that last video round. I know some of it was hard to read. If I thought you were pretty much there, you know, some little things like that. I was a generous grader because I knew it was high stakes, Surge and the Swerve and all. So, with that said, last week's points. In third place with 1 point on the season scoreboard, we had Nick of Time, El Rayo del Norte, Floofzilla's, Gowanus Black Mayonnaise, Here for the Alibi, Nom Chomp, Quiz Nose, Strasser Things, Tank, Toilet Paper, and Tilda and Flatbush. Third place. Woo! Gotta love that. So a lot of you doing really well. And then moving on to second place with 2 points on the season scoreboard, we had, drum roll, American Quiz Story, Don't Touch That Crown emoji, Dr. Quiz and Trivia Woman, the A-Team, parentheses, you have to shout it, the Damn It Janets, the Falcons, the Slumber Sluts, the Wild Dangleberries, and Vino Verite coming in hot, second place. Love to see it. And then, yes, Wild Dangleberries is celebrating hard. Love to see that too. Moving into first place with 3 points on the season scoreboard. It was Coastal Hoosiers, SDPS Fan Club, and Sleepy in the Suburbs hitting it out of the park. So, way to go to all of them. So, woo! But, okay, more importantly, here's where things get really interesting because last week, as I mentioned, was also the Surge and the Swerve, and I gotta tell you, it's like a bottle of garlic expressions up in here because things have been shaken vigorously, as it says on the cap. If you were here, anyway.
Yeah.
So, it was the Surge and the Swerve.
You all know that.
And you knew it was still
anyone's game.
And I really meant it, and let's take a look at the season scoreboard where it now stands because things have been shooketh. Here we go.
All right.
Season scoreboard. In third place, rounding it out, we had, just to prepare you, wet your whistle, here we go. Third place, we have, currently, Nick of Time, Don't Touch That Crown emoji, Gowanus Black Mayonnaise, Nom Chomp, Screen Cross Lovers, the Falcons, Tilda, and Flatbush, all duking it out on the season scoreboard. Moving on up to second place so far, because it's still
anyone's game.
Second place, we have the Coastal Hoosiers, the A-Team, parentheses, you have to shout it, the Slumber Sluts, and Vino Verite, that's right. And then, cross your fingers, everyone, cross the fingers. Could it be you? I mean, what a week last week. First place, it is duking it out. American Quiz Story, Floofzilla's, SDPS Fan Club, Sleepy in the Suburbs, and the Damn It Janet.
Yes!
Woo! Some people are so excited, some people are disappointed, but don't worry. Some of you rocketed into the top of the season scoreboard. Tonight is your chance to keep that momentum. If you've been holding top of the strong the whole time, don't give up. Keep going. Stay strong. Let those other people fall off. Maybe they had a fluke week. Maybe you had a fluke week. Maybe you're gonna have a fluke week, and we're all gonna love it.
Because despite everything,
It is still anyone's game, and the high five is back in effect. That's half a point for a perfect score on any round. So back to you. Let's do it. Good luck,
Absolutely.
everyone.
Okay, so yes, prizes. We announced a prize last week. We're going to announce another prize tonight. We'll do that a little later in the show. So before we get started with round one, please, friendly reminder that here at Feelz Right Quiz Night, we abide by the honor system.
Pretty.
Honor system. No cheating. Just go with what's jogging around your old brain, a.k.a. go with what you know. And if you don't know, go with what feels right. That's feels with a Z, a Z in Canada.
Or a Z if your team in Mexico, but we heard the internet's still down there this week, so.
A lot of global technical issues this week. Okay, so here we go. With that said, it feels right to launch into
round one. You know it. It's, as always, current events.
All right, here we go. Current events. Question 1. Well, many civilians are trying to keep their lives barely together. Others are literally going into outer space for fun. A Russian actress and movie director were just launched into orbit where they will shoot film scenes aboard the International Space Station. Tom Cruise is also working on a big-budget action flick that is supposed to be shot at the ISS. And not to be outdone, this 90-year-old actor is headed into outer space on Blue Origin's suborbital flight on October 12th.
That's soon.
Who is he? Which actor is heading into outer space on October 12th? This 90-year-old actor headed into outer space on Blue Origin's suborbital flight on October 12th. Who is he? Question 2. Some exciting updates in the world of vaccines this week. After a century of trying, the world has its first approved vaccine for this disease that kills 200,000 babies and toddlers every year. This is the first time a vaccine has been approved for a parasitic disease, which is evidently harder to inoculate against than viruses or bacteria. What's the disease? After a century of trying, the world has its first approved vaccine for this disease that kills 200,000 babies and toddlers every year. What is the disease? Parasitic disease, harder to inoculate against than viruses or bacteria. Question 3. Another week, another hack, and another data breach. An anonymous hacker has posted the source code and user payout details for this platform. The hacker said that the hack was done to, quote, foster more disruption and competition in this community described as a, quote, disgusting, toxic cesspool, end quote. What's the platform? What platform was hacked this week? Source code posted, as well as user payout details for this platform. What is the platform that was hacked this week? Question 4. Okay. A team of independent investigators called the Case Breakers say they have solved one of the most infamous cold cases in history. They have identified Gary Francis Post, that's Post with an E, who died in 2018 as the serial killer who terrorized San Francisco with a string of unsolved murders that involved riddles sent to local papers in the 1960s. By what nickname is this killer more commonly known? The Case Breakers say they have solved one of the most infamous cold cases in history. Gary Francis Post died in 2018, has been identified as the serial killer who terrorized San Francisco with a string of unsolved murders that involved riddles sent to local papers in the 1960s. By what nickname is this killer more commonly known? Okay, question 5. A snippet from Adele this week in the internet is going berserk. The snippet, along with billboards all over the world promoting the number 30 and her image on the cover of Vogue, ooh, and also on the cover of British Vogue, mean one thing and one thing only. Adele mania is back upon us, folks. What is the name of the new song featured in the black and white video snippet released this past week? What is the name of Adele's new song? What is the name of Adele's new song? Okay, that is the 5th and final question of the round. You can start sending your answers over to Mr. Jeffords. Woo! Let's do a quick recap of the questions from this round. Question 1. Which actor is heading into outer space on October 12th? Question 2. What's the disease, the parasitic disease that there is now a vaccine, the first approved vaccine for? Question 3, what platform was hacked? Which platform described as a, quote, disgusting toxic cesspool was hacked this past week? Question 3, by what nickname is this killer more commonly known? The killer, the case breakers identified as being Gary Francis Post from the 1960s, a string of murders. Question 5, what is the name of Queen Adele's new song? Okay, get your answers into Mr. Jeffords' lickety-split. Of course, as everybody here in the Zoom room knows, we are raising funds for the Ali Forney Center. Yes, indeed, the Ali Forney Center, as we all know, as we have all discussed, but just for loud for anyone at the back or for friends who might be joining other teams or whatnot, although I know that all teams are capped at a maximum number of 6 divided across 2 screens as per everything we discussed earlier.
Contract.
Yeah.
Signed in
Ali
blood.
Forney Center, and any of you who would like to make an additional donation to the Ali Forney Center, if you're able to and able to afford that, please do. Mr. Jeffords is going to drop a link to that in the chat bar here. Or just type into your internet browser aliforneycenter.donorDrive.com/campaign/Feelz Right Quiz Night-season 4, or go to aliforneycenter.org. Okay. Answers. Are we ready for them?
I think I'm still waiting for maybe a couple people.
Okay, we're waiting for a couple people. You've got 15 seconds to get your answers over to Mr. Jeffords.
Let the
right?
timer start.
Let the timer begin.
Tick-tock. Nice round.
Okay.
Someone just got a high five.
8 seconds.
Ooh.
All right. Okay. And coming from up on high. The round is now closed. Here we go. Let's get into some answers. All right. Okay. Question 1. Many civilians are just trying to keep their lives barely together. Some people are going into outer space just for fun, including this 90-year-old actor. Who is he? William Shatner. We also would have accepted Captain Kirk. At New York Comic Con this past Thursday, Shatner had this to say about his upcoming voyage. Quote, "There's a little niggling fire of terror. I'm terrified."
He should
End
be.
quote. Yeah. So that's what
90 years old.
that's what
in
Billy
space?
Shat had to say. There he
That's,
is.
that's gonna be tough.
At his most handsome. Okay. Question 2. In the world of vaccines this week, some exciting news. A vaccine has been approved for this disease, parasitic disease. What is it? Malaria. Malaria is the disease. The vaccine is being rolled out for children in sub-Saharan Africa first. Okay. Question 3. What platform was hacked? Which disgusting, toxic cesspool was hacked? Well, none other than the platform we were trying to stream to today. I wonder if it has anything to do
about them.
with why we weren't able to get on. Twitch. Twitch was hacked this week. I'm assuming that might be why there's some kind of compatibility issue. Who knows? But the hugely popular game streaming platform that we are on right now, or have been on in previous weeks, hang around long enough and maybe we'll be making a cool $3 million a year like some of the top streamers.
It's only the top 1%, like the rest of the world. Nobody else is making any money. So that's what was found out in the hack.
That can be verified. Corroborated by anecdotal evidence here in the Zoom room. You know, it's an intimate night. Okay, so question 4. By what nickname is the killer more commonly known who terrorized San Francisco with a string of unsolved murders, and also who sent riddles to local papers? The Zodiac Killer. A boot print, a scar, and a former neighbor of Post are key pieces of this puzzle, apparently.
I thought you were just being Canadian when you said a boot print. I was like, what? A boot time?
As Canadians know, we don't actually say a boot, but a lot of Americans...
It's a boat. It's like, it's not about, right?
A lot of Americans think that Canadians say a boot, and I'm like, you guys are deaf.
It verges. It's in the direction.
You guys are deaf.
It's in the direction.
Question 5. Oh god, the snippet that just sent so many hearts and souls ablaze this week. Adele, with a hand out a window, flailing and flicking. I don't know if you watched it. There wasn't much to it, to be honest. What is the song called? Easy on Me. It's called Easy on Me. And if you want, in my quest to find some images from Adele's Vogue photo shoot, I found this bedsheet set. Yeah, if you'd like to gift that to us, we would sleep in Adele gladly. Lay your head next to Adele and also your sort of mid-torso, I guess. The new album apparently feasts on themes such as separation, motherhood, and the anxiety of fame. Okay, all right. So,
yeah, it's okay.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, great. Well, listen, I have to say, some of you have probably noticed our new co-host for season 4 is this gorgeous.
That's true.
Just want to make sure I don't knock over.
I was like, who? Where?
Knock over Alex.
I didn't notice.
St. Alex. Just stay here, St. Alex. Our gorgeous new co-host for season 4 is this beautiful lava lamp. And last week, one of our stream queens who was in the chat box there
they're probably really disappointed they're not there right now.
Well, they probably came back because last week they came for the quiz, stayed for the lava lamp. So in honor of that stream queen, it feels right to launch into round 2.
I lava you.
Yes, I lava you. I lava all of you. Here we go. I lava you. Question 1. Lava lamps. Like this one. One of Britain's most famous and celebrated inventions, created in 1963 by Edward Craven Walker, a nudist, who also made underwater nudist films and who famously said, quote, "If you buy my lamp, you won't need to buy drugs," end quote. So when you turn on a lava lamp, what happens is the heavier of the two liquids absorbs the heat. As it expands, it becomes less dense. And because the liquids have similar densities, the formerly heavier liquid is suddenly lighter than the other liquid, so it rises and swirls and twirls in a fascinating psychedelic-like pattern as demonstrated here. Here's the question. What is the ingredient in the substance that settled at the bottom when the lamp is off and then extends into a swirling dervish after it's warmed? What is the substance? What is the substance that sits settled at the bottom, and then when it is heated, changes density and swirls with the other fluid? What is the substance that lavifies in the lamp? That is question 1. Okay, Lavi, I'm gonna just slide you gingerly back. Okay. What is the substance? Question 2. Mount St. Helens, Mount Rainier, Mount Hood. These are 3 of several volcanic peaks on the west coast of North America, considered part of the ring of fire that encircles the Pacific Ocean. The volcanoes in this part of the world are courtesy of the subduction zone where the dense Juan de Fuca oceanic plate plunges beneath the North American plate. The full margin rupture of this subduction zone is going to be a doomsday scenario for this geographic region, starting in Northern California and extending up into British Columbia. What is the mountain range in this part of the world called? What is the mountain range in this part of the world called? The subduction zone, where the dense Juan de Fuca oceanic plate plunges beneath the North American plate. The full margin rupture of this subduction zone is going to be a doomsday scenario for this geographic region.
Any day now.
Could be considered part of the ring of fire that encircles the Pacific Ocean. What is the mountain range in this part of the world called? Northern California to British Columbia. Geographers are going nuts right now. And geologists. And geologists. Question 3. Box offices were lit ablaze in 1990 when Joe versus the Volcano hit our silver screens, penned by none other than playwright John Patrick Shanley of Moonstruck and also the Tony Award-winning Doubt fame. The film stars Tom Hanks along with this leading lady.
You almost said it.
You did. Who is she? Who starred opposite Tom Hanks in 1990's blockbuster Joe versus the Volcano? Who is she?
Does he really fight a volcano in the end?
We're gonna watch it tonight as part of the after show.
Okay. Yeah, movie club after show.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, tune into the twit.
Oh,
wait.
Packed. All right, question 4. Mr. Jeffords?
Oh no, I forgot.
How could you forget? Okay, so, of course, lava isn't the only thing that flows. Fill in the missing lyrics from this song that we are about to sing. There are 2 missing lyrics. Hint, they are 1 word each. Half a point for each of the missing 1 word lyrics. Okay, we're only going to sing this once, so prick up your ears. Here we go. Let me take a sip of gin first. I always drink gin before I sing.
I'm just trying to remember how this goes.
Gin sing.
Okay. That was good. Okay, ready?
Yeah, ready. Sail away, sail away, sail away. Sail away, sail away, sail away. Sail away, sail away, sail away. Sail away, sail away. Let me sail, let the flow. Let me reach, let me beach on the shores of. Let me sail, let me crash upon your shore. Let me reach, let me beach far beyond the yellow sea. Day, 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 day. 2 missing lyrics. They are 1 word each. Fill them in for half a point each. That's question 4. Hit it, DJ.
Oh.
Okay. Here's a little helpful prompt for you.
Now you got it.
You might. This might help. If you didn't know before, you might know it now. One word per blank space, half a point each.
Okay, jeez.
Okay.
That took me by surprise.
Question 5. A round about lava wouldn't be quite the same without a question about lava. Okay, the word lava itself comes from Italian and is likely derived from the Latin labes. Actually meant to look up the Latin pronunciation of that, but neglected to. Any Latin experts in the crowd, please sound off in the comments. Anyway, which means the Latin word labes, which means fall or slide. The first known use of the word lava was used by philosopher and scientist Francesco Serrao in his account of the eruption of this volcano in 1737. What is the name of the volcano whose documentation incited the invention of the word lava? What's the name of the volcano? Francesco Serrao, in his account of the eruption of this volcano in 1737, first used the word. What is the name of the volcano? Okay, the lines are open to Mr. Jeffords. Start sending in your answers to him. Let's do a quick recap. Question 1, what is the substance that lavafies in the lava lamp? Have to say, absolutely love having a lava lamp and highly recommend it to all of you.
Stolen from my teenage brother's, well, my brother's teenage bedroom.
Yeah.
This one.
Mm-hmm. I was like, if this is no longer in use, it should come with us. Question 2, what is the name of the mountain range in this part of the world, that part of the world meaning Northern California to British Columbia, where the Juan de Fuca plate plunges below the North American plate. Of course, those are tectonic plates we're talking about. We all know that. What's the name of the mountain range? Question 3, who starred along Hanks in the 1990 flick Joe versus the Volcano? Question 4, the song. Fill in the 2 missing lyrics, the 2 one-word missing lyrics for half a point each. Question 5. What is the name of the volcano wherein Francesco Serrao used for the first time ever, or the earliest known time, the word lava, from the Latin, which means fall or slide? Okay, get those answers in.
Yes. Sure.
Okay, I'm seeing a lot of serious concentrated faces out there, which I love. House of Pernt is having just a gay old time, literally, and
Yeah, happy National Coming Out Day.
Oh yeah, happy National Coming Out Day. Oh, I wanted to say happy National Coming Out Day, and I wanted to say happy Indigenous Peoples Day as well. And it's Cardi B's birthday.
Oh, wow.
So, cheers to that. We should be drinking rum. Okay, so, pretty excited to tell you about the prize that we are adding to the loot bag today. So last week we showed you the amazing hand-cut gossamer-like paper layered work of Thomas Whitty. And this week we have another original painting by Brooklyn-based artist Allison Meyer, who works with the following media: clay, fiber, and paper. You can find her stuff on Instagram at clay.fiber.paper, where you'll see stuff like She makes these gorgeous macrame wall hangings. She makes these stunning plant holders. But tonight's prize is one of her gorgeous, whimsical paintings. And we have one. I'm going to show it to you. Just going to pick it up gingerly. I took it out of the frame so that it wouldn't reflect the light. So this is the painting that we have by her, which I feel like every time I look at it, I see something different. In this one, I see a lot of faces. I don't know what you guys see, but I see a lot of faces in this. But the one that I like to think it's like looking up at clouds kind of thing. The one that, let me just put this down in a ginger-like way, the painting that we have of hers that is up for grabs to one of the winning 3 teams looks like this. So I believe it's from the same series of paintings that the one that we have is from. It's called Improv number 30, and it's a 9-inch by 12-inch acrylic paint in India ink on archival watercolor paper. Ali also works as, I'm gonna just bring you over. So this is her Instagram where she sells her paintings and the other things that I showed you that she makes. But over at her website, AlisonMeyer.com, you can get a fuller picture of the amazing work that Ali does, because she's not just an artist, she also teaches and works at the intersection of, she's also a human, works at the intersection of arts and health. And she led a humongous mural project here in New York City where she organized and worked with artists and community members and patients and staff at hospitals to create and transform the huge walls at 17 hospitals across New York City. One of the things that I love about New York are the public art initiatives here, and Ali is at the helm of a pretty significant one in addition to the other art that she creates. So I have a few photos here that we pulled. This is Ali here in the glasses. I'm sure those glasses were fogging up. You know, ye old glasses and mask combo can be a difficult one, so I hope she was able to continue to paint inside the lines when this photo was taken, but you never know. I'll have to ask her about that. But they created these. Here's the installation of one of the murals. I don't know which hospital this is at specifically. This is what it looked like at the end. That's Ali there in the smart-looking 2-piece blazer trousers. And I believe there's another photo. Oh, no, that's it. So in addition to all that work, Ali is an artist, and one of her paintings is up for grabs, and that is just exciting. I cannot wait. So the first place team overall is going to get their first choice of the works we've been showing. The second place team is going to get second place of the works we've been showing, and absolutely thrilled and honored that both Thomas Whitty and Alison Meyer have given us pieces to give away as part of our show. Very generous, and I'm humbled, truly. Okay, so now before we get to the answers, it's time for the Feelz Right Spotlight, and today we are going to check in on our absolute best friends, asking you to unmute absolute best friends. Are you there?
We're here.
We're here.
Hello, our absolute best friends.
Hello, best friends.
Hello.
Oh, I missed what you said.
We said hello.
Oh, okay. Good one. Please,
Our go-to start.
Everybody watching what your names are and where you are right now.
My name is Lauren.
My name is Nick, and we're in Park Slope, Brooklyn, New
Okay,
York.
cool. All right, just on the other side of the park from us here at the Feelz Right Quiz Night studio.
Absolutely.
And everybody, the reason I wanted to bring Nick and Lauren on here today is because I think it's important that everyone knows that these two are responsible for the love affair that we have with garlic expressions. So Lauren, can you tell everybody a little bit about your family history with this incredible, amazing
Must be many generations of
dressing?
Yeah, I mean, it goes back, I think, 4 to 8 generations. We grew up going to the Garlic Festival in Saugerties, New York, and Garlic Expressions has always had a tent there. And this was before they were adopted by places like Whole Foods, where you you can get garlic expressions for the same price we get it at the Garlic Festival, just under $5 a bottle. And I was with you, Stephen, the fall before the pandemic at the Garlic Festival. We were staying at a house up there. You were in a house neighboring us. And I said, why don't you try this little condiment cup of salad with garlic expressions on it? And he was bitten, much like a vampire bites its victim. Stephen was, transformed.
Which is ironic because it's garlic.
Yes, it's very ironic. And the
Oh.
vampire community is, kind of up in arms about it, but
It's true.
It's okay. There's human blood in most other salad dressings,
Yeah.
so they can have the rest of those.
they can have all the wishbone range because those all have blood in them.
Now, I was hoping that you might introduce us all to your newest family member. Is that family member around right now?
Oh, she's asleep because we put a vest on her and it made her
Newest-
too sleepy.
The newest best friend.
Okay. So
Yeah.
can you tell everybody who this is?
So this is what's been making us feel right recently. This is Georgia. She's
Yeah.
from Georgia.
Uh-huh.
And the
Country or the
big,
state?
what's that?
The country or the state?
The country.
Okay.
Yes, but she'd love to visit, or no, the state. She'd love to
Oh.
visit the great country of Georgia.
Okay. We'll take
But
it.
she's just getting used to the subway, so we're taking it step by step.
Oh, so have you taken her onto the subway?
We have, yeah, we gave her a lot of chicken and she loved it.
Okay. So yeah, right. So that she would associate a positive experience with going on the subway.
Exactly right.
Now, what is something that you have learned about yourself or yourselves, or either as individuals or as a couple since adopting this beautiful animal?
Oh gosh.
Wow. It's like everyone, the trope is that it's sort of like step one to like parenting. So maybe you get a little taste of that.
Mhm.
And I think I thought I would be like a real Don Draper, where I would just be like smoking 2 cigs at once and just being like, figure it out for yourself, kids. I don't have time. But then you look into their wide eyes and they're such a mush, and then you turn into an even bigger mush. And then you're just like putting sweaters on them all the time and giving them all the treats, all the cookies that, you wanted to have growing up, you can feed to them.
Mhm.
So you learned that you're a bigger softie than you thought you were.
Yeah, I thought I was just going to be bourbon on the rocks, telling my kids that they were going to have to pay for college. Well, you're never going to have to pay for college. What is
Okay, well,
wrong?
I could have told you that you were a pretty big softie, Nick, without you having to get the dog. But I'm glad that the dog taught you that. Now, what about you, Lauren? Is there anything that I know this is kind of a complex question, but is there anything that this animal has taught you yet about yourself that you didn't know or didn't expect or caught you by surprise in some way?
That's a great question, Stephen. And thank you for it. It's really taught me, as somebody who's done improv with you before and who loves and excels at thinking on the spot. It's reinforced that you're on your toes all the time with a little life behind 2 little brown eyes that you can't, expect, or and I have a lot of plans for her. We go out on walks and we're going to do some sort of training, and she has other plans. She has to eat half a breakfast sandwich under a Mitsubishi, and I just have to rock and roll with that. And celebrating that and saying that's okay. I would want that breakfast sandwich too if I were in your collar. That's me really in the moment. My screen time is down about 9,000% since getting a puppy.
I'm sorry to hear that.
So so she's making you more present. And would you say, what I feel like I kind of heard you saying is that she is showing you and teaching you how flexible and adaptable you are and can be.
Yes. And when I see her, eat a breakfast sandwich that's not right for her and she just throws it up, I'm like, wow, I should try more things. And if it's not right for me, maybe I'll just throw up.
Okay, cool.
So,
well, I hope you don't throw up tonight or next week or any of the past 4 weeks.
I'm sure I won't.
Thank you to both of you for being part of the Feelz Right fam and for sharing your dog, which may or may not actually be alive. Okay, love you guys. All right, so, okay. Wow, that was exciting. Mr. Jeffords, would you please fire up the musica? Okay, so now let's get into some answers for round 2. I love you. Question 1. What is the substance that lavafies in a lava lamp? The answer is paraffin wax. Paraffin wax. We would have also accepted wax.
Or just paraffin?
Or just paraffin.
You know who you are.
You know who you are. Paraffin wax. The liquid is mostly water, by the way, but there's also an additive in it, and that's a hotly guarded trade secret, actually.
They're lying. There's nothing in there.
The wax originally had carbon tetrachloride added to it, but that was banned in the US because it's toxic. Okay? All right, question 2. Mount St. Helens, Mount Rainier, Mount Hood, part of some volcanoes in North America, and part of a mountain range that extends from Northern California to British Columbia. What is the mountain range in this part of the world called? The Cascade Range. The Cascade Range. Hoping that the wild dangleberries got that one. I believe 2 of them live in Oregon, right? Or are they in Washington? Although I believe the Cascadian Range would also go through Washington. Okay. Question 3. Who starred alongside Tom Hanks? Meg Ryan. There she is. North America's, the world's sweetheart for a hot decade there. Meg Ryan. Okay, question 4.
Is she the volcano? I just have a lot of questions.
We're gonna rewatch. Okay, question 4. Lava isn't the only thing that flows. Fill in the missing lyrics from Enya's 1998 iconic hit. Let me sail, let the Orinoco flow. Let me reach, let me beach on the shores of Tripoli. This song was nominated for Best Music Video at the Grammys in 1998. Actually, I think it's 1988.
No.
I think it's 1988. Once a mocked song, once a mocked artist, once a mocked album, now widely respected and loved. And yes, I learned how to play the title track from the album that contained the song Orinoco Flow. As many of us know, the album is called Watermark. And yes, I learned how to play that song on the piano, and it's pretty much the only song I still know how to play.
I expect a concert later this evening.
Yeah, that'll be part of the after show. Okay, there she is. That's what the cover of the album looked like. And when I was digging into this and, getting back into Enya, I did listen to the whole album of Watermark, and I did consider picking up a copy of it on vinyl. Question 5. Okay, Roundabout Lava wouldn't be the same without a question about lava. What is the name of the volcano whose documentation incited the invention of the word lava? Well, it's none other than Mount Vesuvius. There's a picture of it. This is a Soma stratovolcano, which means there's a newer cone inside the cone, which you can see here in this image. And there's also lots of other hardened volcanic crust around it. Vesuvius has erupted several times throughout history. Of course, notably for destroying Pompeii in the year 79, but most recently in 1944. So we're due. Hundreds of thousands of people live in its danger zone. Who wants to go to Italy? Okay.
Anna?
Okay,
No
great.
pressure.
No pressure. Okay, so before we move on to round 3, let's get a score update from Mr. Jeffords.
Okay, just checking in thus far. We still have 1 round to go, so don't worry. It is still
Anyone's game.
But so far, in 3rd place, we have Coastal Hoosiers, Dr. Quizzin, Trivia Woman, our absolute best friends, Pointer Sisters, Shameless, Screen Cross Lovers, Spanish Inquisition. That's in 3rd. Currently in 2nd place is Mashley, Nom Chomp, Quiznos, the A-Team, parentheses, you have to shout it, the Dammit Janets, and the Wild Dangleberries. And then currently in first place, it's a duke out between, what do you know, American Quiz Story, Flukezillas, and Vino Verite coming in hot like lava.
Wow. Okay. All right. Okay. So let's keep the heat up. Let's keep the momentum going. It feels right to launch into round 3, brought to you by Stems Brooklyn Forest. Round 3.
Bou-qué?
Bou-qué? Okay, so for this round, what's going to happen is I'm going to hold up a flower. I'm going to tell you a little bit about it, and you must guess the name of the flower in a round that we are calling
Bou-qué?
Bouquet. Okay, so here we go. Flower number 1. This flower is native to the grasslands of the southwestern United States, Mexico, and South America. This flower can handle a dry condition, okay? Oh, here it comes.
Can I see them? Yeah.
Okay, yes, there we go. Let's get it into focus.
Beautiful.
A favorite of hummingbirds. A favorite of the camera's trying to find it. Let's see if we can get it. There we go. It's a favorite of hummingbirds and butterflies. Many gardeners add this flower to attract them.
Oh.
It's a low maintenance flower, best planted in spring. They need lots of sun and heat, and if you plant them even haphazardly, you'll see seedlings within days and flowers in a few weeks. This one is sort of a pale yellow, but they come in every flower you can think of. Bright flowers, or bright colors, pastel colors. They do not grow blue. Every color but blue. This flower is a symbol of thinking of you, remembering absent friends, sentimentality. What's the flower? Or put another way, bouquet?
Did you mention we're only doing these once?
Oh, we're
No
only
recap.
doing these once. We're only doing these once. So,
I think you got it, right?
Okay.
You got it or you don't.
All right. Luckily, we'll also be making a lovely flower arrangement while
Also called a bouquet.
okay. While we go. Okay. Flower number 2. This flower is the star of the garden in April and May. There are 100 different species of this flower growing in their native ranges of Eastern Europe, Western Asia, and China. To grow them, plant these little bulbs in late fall, and looky who's gonna pop up.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Beautiful.
Originally growing wild in the valleys of the Tian Shan
That's gonna be the Valley of the Dolls.
in Central Asia mountains. They were cultivated in Constantinople as early as 10,055. By the 15th century, these were among the most prized flowers, becoming the symbol of the Ottomans. Purple versions of this flower are considered symbols of nobility and royalty, rebirth, spring. What is the flower? Or put another way,
Pull it back just a little.
bouquet?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Add it to the vase.
Now I see it.
All right. Flower number 3. This gorgeous flower is native to Mexico and was actually made the national flower of Mexico in 1963.
I didn't know that.
Aztecs grew the tubers of this flower as a food crop, which are considered one of the native ingredients in Oaxacan cuisine. Originally The flower grew no larger than 1 to 2 inches across, but when it spread to Europe in the 1800s, the Dutch breeders got to work and began their hybridizing magic. Today, these flowers are available in every color but blue, similar to the first one, in sizes that range from tiny, half-an-inch pom-poms to 12-inch dinner plate varieties.
Oh.
Symbol of dignity. What's the flower? Bou-qué? Okay. Oh, this song seems very appropriate for bouquet making. Just want to make sure these flowers are
Visible.
visible and just, you know,
Beautifully arranged.
beautifully arranged. It's gonna be work in prog. Okay, flower number 4. This flower is really, really, really hot
Sexy.
right now in the Brooklyn florist scene. Maybe others as well, but definitely here in Brooklyn, this flower is the it girl / boy / they them of the flower world. Native to the Americas, where it is distributed from northern Mexico to northern Argentina and parts of the Caribbean, this flower is a symbol of hospitality, happiness, and abundance. And this part, the red part, is actually a leaf, not a flower. And this is one of the few plants that can move its leaves toward or away from the sun. It often grows on other plants and hanging from trees, but it is independent and not considered a parasite. All parts of this stunning plant are poisonous, so admire it from afar and keep it away from pets. Lauren and Nick, if you get your hands on one of these, please make sure that Georgia doesn't go anywhere near it, or she might be in a restful state like this forever.
Oh no.
Okay. Oh, what is this flower? Put another way. Okay. Okay. One more flower. This one is the talisman of love and trusting on a symbolic level. This one is also a native New Yorker and was picked just yesterday here in Prospect Park, Brooklyn. It definitely looks like they are coming to the end of their season, however, which, now that New York City is considered subtropical, is mid-October apparently, and autumn is when this flower takes the spotlight as summer flowers dwindle. The bees have been going bonkers for this puppy. The name of this flower comes from the ancient Greek meaning star. The Hungarian Revolution of October 31st, 1918 became known as the, insert this flower name, revolution, due to protesters in Budapest wearing this flower. What is this flower? Put another way, bouquet. Okay, get those answers into Mr. Jeffords, lickety split. I'm not, well, you know what, I'll shove it in for now so that you guys can potentially continue to study it, but I'm not sure if this one will stay as part of the bouquet, but you know what, maybe. Anyway, for now, dang. Actually, that looks pretty dang good, I think. Sheesh, maybe I should apply for a job at STEMS. Maybe I should apply for a job at STEMS Brooklyn. We can nestle this in a little bit further. All right, as all of you know, every week we post a clue collage on our Instagram. If you're not following our Instagram, please do, at Feelz Right Quiz Night. That's Feelz with a Z, or a Z if you're in Canada, or
a Zeta if you're our team in Mexico, who's still, the internet is
still down 2 weeks later. Well, yeah. Please follow us. And surprise!
Yes.
Okay, so.
Yes. Okay, so surprise. Here's the thing. Here's how we decided to do this. Just like you didn't know that there was going to be a surprise, What you also didn't know is that based randomly on the fact that perhaps, maybe, the team who got their answers for this round in the fastest is also the team who just happens to love flowers the most. So maybe, hopefully. Either way, that's how we decided the winner of the surprise.
Well, what is the surprise? The surprise is care of our friends at Stems Brooklyn.
That's true.
Stems Brooklyn is a Brooklyn-based flower
Yeah,
shop
everyone's on the
located in... Pardon?
They're all,
Oh.
everyone who has their answers in already is like, is it me?
Is it me? Is it me? Yes. Brooklyn-based flower shop located in Bushwick that delivers in Manhattan, Brooklyn, and Queens. A very community, eco-conscious florist here in Brooklyn. They have given us a prize. It is going to be a dried arrangement
Ooh.
sent to your home,
Beautiful.
care of Stems. And the winner of the surprise, like Mr. Jeffords said, is, and this is Stems Instagram if you want to see some beautiful flowers.
It's Mashley. Team Mashley.
Woo!
Congratulations. Surprise!
Yay!
You're getting a dried bouquet
All
sent
right.
to your lovely little home.
Thank you so much, Stems, for the dried bouquet. And Mashley will check in with you later to get your shipping details. A huge thank you to... Oh my gosh. We have to do the answers. Am I crazy? Of course. I was about to say...
Wait a sec. Well, yeah, I guess people are in. Yeah.
Okay, people are in. Here we go. We're going to get these answers going. All right. Flower number 1 is this yellow one here up front. Symbol of thinking of you. What is the flower? Bou-qué. The answer is zinnia. Zinnia is the name of that flower. For a quarter point, we would have accepted sunflower or daisy because the zinnia is part of the sunflower tribe within the daisy family. So a quarter point if you said sunflower or daisy, but the answer we were looking for that flower is zinnia. Bouquet number 2. Purple versions of this flower, like the one that we have here, perched at the back of our beautiful arrangement, considered symbols of nobility, rebirth, spring. Bouquet. Double tulip, we would have accepted tulip as well. Okay. Bouquet number 3, this lovely sucker hanging over the front, the national flower of Mexico, whose tubers are a traditional feature of Oaxacan cuisine. Bouquet. The dahlia. Oh, this is
Are they out of
the
order?
wrong order. The answer
Oh,
is
dang.
the dahlia.
Sorry.
That's okay. The dahlia. Bouquet number 3, the red one with the leaf, faces the sun. Poisonous. Be careful of children and kids. That is, where am I now? The anthurium. Anthurium, we would have also accepted tail flower, flamingo flower, and lace leaf. Okay, bouquet number 5. The Hungarian Revolution of October 31st, 1918 became known as the Astor Revolution. We would have also accepted Astoray, the New England aster, the New York aster. We would have also accepted the Dolingeria, Eurybia, and the Symphyiotrichum due to
I'm sure a lot of you wrote that one.
changes in the generic system in the 90s for the North American species, but it hasn't really caught on yet. So we're still calling them asters, even though technically they're Symphyotrichums. Okay? A quarter point if you said daisy. Okay, so that is round 3, bouquet. As always, a huge thank you to Stems Brooklyn for giving us the flowers. That's their website. And also a huge thank you to the Annoyance Theater, Chicago's only funny comedy, and a co-producer of Feelz Right Quiz Night. Gave them kind of short shrift last week. Thank you to the Annoyance. Check them out if you're interested in any comedy classes, or if you're in Chicago and you want to see a show live, or if you want to watch any of the other stuff on Twitch, if Twitch is ever working again post-hack. But until next time, like we always love to say here at Feelz Right Quiz Night, sleep tight, fight the good fight, be polite, and always do what feels right.
Good night.
Till next week.